Hi everybody and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a weekly wrap up for you. I have quite a few books to wrap you up on. I went on a reading binge this weekend because there was one book that literally took me all week because I just get so tired where I barely get in 100 pages a day. So I was this weekend I was I must power through books. So I did like crazy. The book that took me all week was If I Run by Terry Blackstock, and no, it wasn't because it was a bad book. I got this book in exchange for an honest review from the Fiction Guild. I gave this book 4 stars. It is kind of suspenseful. I forgot that it was supposed to be a series, so the cliffhanger at the end totally made me frustrated because I totally forgot it was a series. It follows this girl, and she is kind of running away from the scene of a crime because she's claiming she didn't commit it, yet her evidence that she did it is everywhere. So she's kind of on the run. And this other person, so it's dueling perspectives. It's her perspective and the guy who's kind of trying to hunt her down. He was the man who was killed. Childhood friend in the family hires him to go find her. And it was really good. It was kind of slow at some parts. And then by the end, though, I was so sucked in. I was I need to know how this is going to end. And then I forgot that it's a series. So I didn't get that crisp ending that I was hoping for, but I thought it was really good. It is Christian fiction, so definitely be aware of that if that's something that's gonna bother you. It's definitely not a hit you in the face kind of Christian fiction. It's not oh, I love God every page. So if that's something I'm concerned about, but there is that little message in there, but I still really enjoyed it and I gave this book 4 stars. Then Saturday morning, I crushed this book, Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. I finished this, I started at 7:30 in the morning or 8 in the morning, and I devoured this book. I think I was done by 10:30 or 11 o'clock. I went crazy. It's such a quick read. I'm really not going to go too much into what it's about because it's so hyped on YouTube that I feel I don't really have to talk about what it's about. But I did have some problems with it. I gave it 3 stars. And if you want to go check out my blog, I give you paragraph by paragraph, the 3 main reasons why I didn't like this book. I just thought it was kind of unrealistic. I felt I heard more about Audrey's brother than Audrey herself. And then the other reason, I don't remember what my other reason was. I think... Oh, the fact that, you never really find out why Audrey has this anxiety, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, definitely go check out that blog post. It wasn't a bad book. I still gave it 3 stars. I'm not scared of Sophie Kinsella anymore. I read her Confessions of a Shopaholic book, and I hated it. Hated it. But now, since then, I've read this one, I've read The Undomestic Goddess, and I've read Can You Keep a Secret? So far, the only one that I have distaste for is this Confessions of a Shopaholic. And I have a feeling I just don't like that main character. So I think I will love her other stuff. I just have to stay away from the Shopaholic series. But still rather enjoyed this book. And then right after that, I decided that I was going to reread a book. And it was another book that I just crushed majorly in a couple hours. Patrick goes, do you want to have lunch? I was yeah, I'm already 100 pages in. He was what? So, it was another book that I legitimately crushed by, 4 o'clock. And that was The Goddess Test by Amy Carter. Obviously, like I said, this is a reread. 5 stars. I love this trilogy so much. And I figured out a way to do my rereads on Goodreads. It won't count towards my, challenge goal, but I've decided to make, a shelf for 2016, a shelf for 2015, so you could click so your book can be in multiple shelves, so I could still keep track of what I'm reading at 2016 that way. So that is in there. I love this trilogy. I can't talk about it enough. Greek mythology and just twists and turns, and I still really like this, and I can't wait to continue on with the series, rereading it. So then after that, I started another book. So basically I did 2 1/3 books on Saturday. It was insane. And I started Kissed by a Cowboy by Deborah Clopton. This is another book that I got as a review book from the Fiction Guild. and I really enjoyed this one. This one is also another Christian fiction romance this time. It follows a woman who moved back to where her great aunt used to live, to start a strawberry field and bed and breakfast, because she just kind of left a really bad divorce, and her neighbor is a boy that kind of has scorned her in her past. So it's dueling perspectives from her perspective and his. It's technically a third book in a series. It's companion novels. I wish I read the first two first, because I would have been able to enjoy the side characters a bit more if I had read the first two, but it definitely can stand alone. But I would definitely recommend going back to book one. I thought it was really cute. It was a little slow because there's a lot of like, I can't love you, but I do love you, like turmoil kind of thing. And sometimes that gets to be a little tedious and a bit much, but I did still really enjoy it, and I gave it 4 stars. And then after that, I started this book on Sunday, but I didn't get very far because I was finishing Kissed by a Cowboy, so I finished this Monday night, and that is Nantucket Nights by Ellen Hildebrand. I had been craving Ellen Hildebrand lately, so I was like, I will give in and read one of her shorter books. This one is a suspenseful one, which I thought was interesting. It follows this woman and her family, and she is friends with 2 other women, and every year they get together and they like tell each other secrets, and they go like swimming in the nude in the beach every year. And like when they go to do that this year, one of the women turns up missing. Like she just kind of like disappears and they can't find her. So obviously all these like dark twists start coming out. I gave this 4 stars. I wasn't crazy about the ending. I felt like it didn't wrap it up the way I would have liked it to. The other thing to say about Ellen Hildebrand that was really kind of irking me this time, especially like, it doesn't bother me in the summer because I have all the time in the world to read, but there's no real like set chapters in this. It changes perspective every now and then, but that could be like 50 pages or like 90 pages later. So it's hard to find like a spot to stop. Like we were trying to get ready for dinner and I was like, well, just stop me whenever, because there's no good place to stop. So like these books are really good for the summer when you don't have to stop. You can just keep going. So that is that. I know that, but like the thing is, going into that, I knew that that's how these books are because Ellen does that with most of her books. But yeah, it was still good. I still love her to pieces. I did pre-order her book that comes out this summer, so I'm super pumped. And the book that I'm currently reading, I just started it last night. I only got about 50 pages in because I just wanted to kind of like read for a little bit because we went to my parents' house to have dinner, so I didn't have like a ton of reading time, but I was like, I might as well start something. So I started Fates by Lainey Bross. I think this is the first book in a trilogy. So far, I'm super lost and confused. I feel like if you didn't read this like synopsis in the inside, like you would be totally lost, because I feel like I really don't understand what's happening because they're not really explaining things. So far I'm not 100% enjoying it, but I'm still excited to be reading it. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not forgetting about something this weekend and maybe I can film some more videos. I feel awful that I'm not filming, but it's like I'm staying after school because I keep getting pulled to stay after school for meetings and things like that, and it's just like I'm not getting home at a regular time ever. So it's not like my old job where like I got home at 4 o'clock like every day. So like I'm trying to figure out how to get this filming schedule in a way that I like it. So yeah, long story short, hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope you